Hey, Emma and Jason here, and we're going to talk about whole chickens today. So, the whole chicken was our first chicken product here at KW Homestead. It was easy for us to just, produce whole birds and not worry about parting, and how to part birds, how to package parts, how many parts per package. It was like a whole chicken, here you go, 3 to 5 pounds, pretty simple, pretty straightforward. And one of our favorite ways to prepare and eat chicken is a whole chicken.
So the Red Ranger chickens that we raise are super delicious. And my favorite way to cook them is roasted in the oven. So I usually tell people to cook them between an hour and a half to 2 hours at 375. You can put veggies under it. You can put whatever spice on it you like. We like to do salt and garlic sometimes. Sometimes we like to do a curry or like a mixed spice with different flavors like a thyme or something like that. And cook it for an hour and a half to 2 hours at 375. And sometimes at the end, if I want extra crispy skin, I will crank up the temperature to like 450 just for a little bit and to make sure that you get that crispy skin. So in addition to roasting in the oven, one thing you can do with a whole chicken that's easy is to make soup. So if you have a crock pot or an Instant Pot, it's really easy. You just put whatever veggies you want, whatever spices you want, your whole chicken in there. And if it's a pressure cooker, you don't even need to thaw it first, which is really nice. And then the best soup ever comes out of that.
Yeah, and like a great thing about the whole chicken is you get white meat and dark meat. So a lot of families have people, it's like they only like white meat, and some other people that only like dark meat. So a whole chicken's a great compromise there. If someone wants the leaner white meat or the fattier dark meat, a little richer tasting too. Kind of related to that, what you can do with your whole chicken instead of cooking it whole is part it out.
Yeah.
So break it down into its pieces. So you would get your breasts, your thighs, drumsticks, and wings. And then you can cook those either in separate recipes. Let's say you get 2 or 3 whole chickens and you part them all out, and then you got a pile of wings, a pile of breast, a pile of dark meat, and you can cook that as you want it. Or you could part those out and cook them all the same way. Like tonight, we're going to do fried chicken, and so we're going to fry up each piece individually. We'll probably cut our breasts in half, and then separate the drumsticks from the thighs, and then cook the wings like that. It's pretty easy to part out a whole chicken. I'd never done it before until we started raising chickens, but, get on YouTube, type in how to part out, how to butcher a whole chicken, and there's plenty of videos. Find one that's like 2.5, 3 minutes long, watch it a couple of times, have a sharp knife, go slow, and you'll become a pro. Learn it pretty quick. When really good people can part them out in less than a minute. Yeah. I'm not there yet. I can do it about 5 or 6 minutes per bird. And if we're doing it for us, it doesn't have to look as pretty as it's, gonna for a sale package. Yeah. But not that hard.
So once you've cooked your chicken, either whole, roasted, parted, fried, anything like that, definitely save the bones. So we like to make a bone broth out of the bones, and it's going to be different than like a chicken soup because you're going to have meat in the chicken soup. And if you put it in a pot or a pressure cooker for 4 to 6 hours, at least on the stove, and then less if you're doing a pressure cooker. Cook it, on like a simmer kind of low boil, and you're going to have a really delicious broth. You can add spices, you can add leftover pieces of your vegetables to add different flavors and things like that. But bone broth there's so many benefits, health benefits to bone broth. You're getting extra gelatin, extra collagen out of the bones, a lot of the extra minerals that our birds have a lot of because they're raised on pasture, actually out in the grass, so they're going to have more micronutrients. You're going to be getting that from the bones. And you can make 1 or 2 batches like that, and if you have pets, you can cook the bones down a lot so that at the end, they can be mushable, and you can give them to your dog, and they have an extra treat. So you can use every single thing. I mean, talk about a sustainable way to eat a chicken. You just use the whole thing. So
yeah, it's a great value, the whole chicken, because it's less per pound, you get all the pieces of meat, and then you get the bonus of having the bones to cook down to a broth or a stock or something like that. So check us out at the market, grab a whole chicken, and fire away.
Thanks a lot. Bye.
Bye.